After a tough week at work, my husband and I were really looking forward to spending a 3-day weekend with Tala and getting some much needed time by the coast. However, as we discovered, slow living isn't always simple and the weekend wasn't as straightforward as we thought it would be. So I hope you enjoy this little peek into our slow living weekend. Good girl. You love your fussies of a morning, don't you? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Good morning, it is Saturday morning. Excuse the state of my hair, it needs a wash, which I'm going to do in a minute. We were we were thinking about going for a coastal walk today, but it's looking like that's probably not a good idea. We've had some remnants of Storm Lillian, I think, which is kind of battering the coastline a bit, so probably best that we keep away from that for today. I think the weather is looking better tomorrow, so what we're going to do today is go somewhere more inland. Maybe will be a bit less windy. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go to a more wooded area, hopefully less windy, hopefully not too many people. The time is 8:30, so it's still quite early. My husband's just going to get ready. This one, I think, knows we're sort of going to be getting ready to go out soon. She's raring to go. I'll see how much I can record using this and talk, because she does pull quite a lot on the lead. We've got a session booked with a dog trainer next week to start helping us to train her not to pull, because I don't know if we're doing things that are inadvertently reinforcing the pulling. What I might do is, if I can't film and talk to camera, what I'll do is I've got a wireless microphone I can bring with me and do some more kind of voiceover as we go through, because otherwise I may drop this camera, or I may trip over Tala, or I may let her go if she pulls, and all chaos will break loose. At the moment we still put Tala in a crate in the car just because we want to make sure she's safe, but we have ordered a car seat belt for a dog to clip to her harness. That's not arrived yet, so once that comes we will remove the crate, not have the crate in the car, and my husband will probably sit in the back with her just for that, maybe the first few times. Bless you. Just to make sure she's okay, and also just see how she behaves. If she sees anything out the window, is she going to kind of lunge and lunge through to the driver's bit, which would be dangerous. But for now, we'll put her in the crate. She's quite happy in the crate, and I will meet you in the woodland. So in true English or British weather fashion, it is absolutely pouring down. We've just got here. Tala got very excited getting out of the car. She's seen another dog.
Come here. Go.
She's a bit nervous. Come here.
Typical bank holiday.
Yeah.
Hello, you look a bit
Oh!
Hey? She's a rescue went all along. Yeah, so you don't know how they've been treated or...
You're a bit curious, aren't you?
Not bothered. No, not at the moment.
There you go.
Let them say hello and then...
That's it. Thank you. Take care. So we're still in the stage of sort of being a bit wary with Tala and other dogs, because she seems pretty enthusiastic about seeing other dogs. She doesn't, when she sees them, she doesn't growl, her teeth doesn't come out, but as you just heard, she barked. I don't know if that was a, I want to say hello, or I'm going to eat you. But she goes in slow, and I guess it all can depend on what the other dog's like as well. But that dog that we just met was very calm, just stood there really, turned very slowly to her. So that was nice, and I think maybe the more she has those interactions, the more confident she'll get, and the more confident we'll get as well. Even though it's pouring with rain, we really wanted to get out this weekend. Both of us feel like this week has been a long week, so I was really looking forward to this weekend and just coming out. I feel that this is really a really good de-stressor for me. It just helps me to clear my head, and it's quite nice to come somewhere that's pretty quiet so that I can talk to you. Not very confident with vlogging to camera, so it's nice to have a wireless mic where I can talk into that and then film separately. And my husband, bless him, he's doing some filming of me as well, which is nice because it's a bit tricky to walk Tala and hold the camera at the same time. So this is quite a typical way for us to spend a Saturday, coming out either into a quiet wooded area like this, or we do like going to the coast, but today we thought it might be a bit wild with the rain, and I think the coast is getting battered by Storm Lillian, I think. So we thought, let's do this today, this walk, and then we can see what the weather's doing tomorrow. And it's a bank holiday here in the UK, so that means bank holiday Mondays we don't have to work them. I can't remember where they originated from. It may be to do with banks, it may be literally as simplistic as that, but I can't remember. I think we have about 7 or 8 bank holidays each year, and this is the last one of the year, so that was an extra bonus to not only be looking forward to a weekend, but knowing it was going to be a long weekend. So yeah, we've not actually been here before. This was someone I work with recommended this place to me. It looks lovely because there's lots of pine trees. I love being around pine trees. I just think there's something really special about them for me, not just the smell, but just the way they look. And in particular when the breeze is moving through the pines and you can hear the branches moving in the wind. I don't know, that sounds probably really daft, but I think it sounds lovely. Tala is settling in so well, it's unbelievable. She's becoming much more playful now. She's very cheeky. She's getting more vocal, which is okay, except not when it's 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. We do try and encourage her not to do that, but she gets excited, I think, when she gets an inkling that we're getting ready to go out for a walk. I think she's quickly picked up on that routine, so she gets excited, and she did this morning. She's got a very sweet personality, very soft, and I feel as though at the beginning she could be a bit, if you stroked her a bit too quickly, she could freeze, which I get. She's probably come from a really difficult environment, but I'm noticing that she's more relaxed and she's not freezing as much, so that's good. She generally sort of seems more relaxed. I mean, she's made herself at home on our sofas very quickly, which is nice. Although we do sometimes have to sort of encourage her to budge up a bit so that we can actually sit on the sofa as well. You all right?
Rain.
Rain. Can I include that? What do you think of the rain? Without swearing.
It's wet.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd love it, wouldn't you? Hello, so it's 20 to 4. I've done quite a bit of editing for this portion of the vlog. I didn't want to film everything for 2 days and then have all of that footage to face, so I thought I'd start editing day 1. I'm now going to train. Today it is deadlifts. I will show you a bit of that. Hopefully it gives you a bit of an idea of my training and what I do throughout the week. I train 4 times a week, and I've not really got into fixed days of doing it since we moved here, because where I lived before I used to train first thing of the morning and then go to work and then it was done. It's a bit tricky here because I'm now training in the garage and I didn't want to be training that early in the morning and risk annoying the neighbours, so I now train at the end of the day and at the weekends. So I try to train on a Saturday and Sunday so that I've only got to train twice in a week, because it's not really what I want to be doing after I've had a full day at work. Although sometimes actually it has been quite nice to do that and kind of get rid of some stress and some sort of energy. But I think I need to think about maybe being a bit more fixed in terms of the days, because my husband does do some evening work, so while he does that, it's a good opportunity for me to film videos for the YouTube channel and also do some editing without feeling like I'm ignoring him, so I can do that while he works. I need to have time to do it. I want to be consistent and keep uploading and making some good content. That's why I want to be consistent with that. But my training is really important to me because it's a good way of me keeping my mental health in check. I really enjoy weightlifting. I've done it for about 7 years now. It's really important to me. It's become a sort of real regular part of my life, and so this session here is me doing deadlifts, and I will do variations of the deadlift movement depending on what my coach sends to me and depending on what I need to be working on. So some of the deadlift variations help to strengthen your back more if there's maybe a weakness in your back, so if my coach notices that, he will program in variations of the deadlift to help me with that. The garage, I'm sure, looks a mess, but all of the equipment in there is stuff that I do use at some point. I don't use it every single training session, but all of that equipment I've bought because I will need it at some point in my training. So it probably doesn't look very minimalist, if you like, but it is certainly essentialist because it's what I need in order to be able to train effectively. So I'm finished. It was quite a tough session. I've been feeling quite tired these past few days, so I don't know if that's to do with work, but this session definitely felt harder than usual, and it should be relatively easy because I'm on sort of gone back down to light weights at the moment while I build back up. But anyway, my husband is doing the dinner tonight, so that's great. I'm gonna head back in, have some dinner, and then I'm gonna carry on editing, getting the rest of this day done. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. It has been absolutely pouring down while I've been in here. So I'm hoping that we're going to get some dry weather tomorrow and hopefully we can go to the coast. But whatever happens, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It's just gone 6:30 here, which is considered a lie-in for me and my husband. And I just had a alert or a reminder pop up on my phone that today would have been Cookie's 10th birthday. So I just wanted to mark that here in this video really, because like I've said in other videos, it would have been lovely to have had her here with us after we moved here. Unfortunately, that wasn't to be, but we are blessed to now share this life with Tala. Yeah. Tala! Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. So the weather's looking much better today. It's sunshine, blue skies, and Tala is already in her harness. I just want to say actually a quick mention to the company that make this harness. Come here. Let me just see if I can get the... I don't know if you can see that. They're called Roughwear. This isn't sponsored. I paid for this out of my own money. We bought her this harness. It's called the Webmaster harness. It's made for dogs that are particularly perhaps prone to wriggling out of their harness. Not that we're aware that Tala would do that, but because she's a ex-street dog, she may be prone to that. I apologise also if you can hear the washing machine in the background. So we thought we'd get her a good sturdy harness just in case. And we're really pleased with that. It's really strong. We bought a lead, one of the Roughwear leads to go with it. Couldn't recommend it highly enough. So if you've got a bit of a wriggler dog that is prone to getting out of their harness, I'd recommend that. They're not cheap, but I feel that the price was worth it for our peace of mind when walking Tala. So let's head to the coast. Well, we got here, but I think we have actually come to the wrong place. It's no big deal. It's a lovely day. We don't really care too much as long as we get out and get this little madam the time out she needs and that she deserves. When we came out to the car this morning, there was a white feather on the window on the driver's side, on my side. And I don't know how much you believe in signs like that. I'm always a bit dubious whether I'm reading too much into it, but I liked to kind of think that that was a little message from Cookie on her, what would have been her 10th birthday, to say hi and enjoy your day out with Tala. So Cookie, we love you lots, we miss you lots, and we are so blessed that we had you so that we could then go on to share our love and care for Tala. I couldn't get the parking meter to give him a ticket. I don't think anybody could. So we decided to actually find the proper car park that we were meant to go to. We are now here. I can see the sea there. So let's get out there and get some sun. So we just tried to go down to walk along by the water, but it seems as though that's not something that Tala is very keen on. She got very spooked by it. So we've come back up, and what do you think? We're going to walk higher up, looking over, see if we can do that. See if we can do that, because she really didn't like it. I think it was the sound of the waves bashing against the wall, which we didn't expect to be a problem, but there you go. So we will try something else. Oh, wow. My husband's gone off, so I think she's got a bit nervous. She does the same when I'm not here. She kind of wonders where we've gone. He's gone to have a look to see if there is a path at the end of the car park, because we're trying to find a way where we can do this coastal walk without going along the beach. If we can't do anything here, we'll find somewhere else to go. She doesn't want to go down by the water, which is absolutely fine. We're not going to force her to do anything she doesn't want to do. But it'd be nice if we can find somewhere around here maybe to go, just so we can have a bit of a wander. So let's see what we can find. Oh. He's just given me the thumbs up. So I think we've found where we're going to go, which is probably where we should have been going in the first place. Hey, Titi. Yeah. Hopefully it will be quiet enough that Tala will be okay. Okay, this is a very narrow path. We could have just gone through the other way. My husband likes making life harder. I hope this path narrows out, because if we come up against any dogs coming the opposite way, I'm a bit concerned about how that's going to go. Oh goodness, it's very close, isn't it, to the edge.
I'm more worried about the dogs.
Yeah, I am. There's a dog up there, isn't there?
There's loads of dogs up there.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, sugar. Just keep her on a very short lead.
Come on, follow me.
Okay.
Sweetheart. This is beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Come on.
So yeah, I think I'll do a specific video about Tala, because I'm getting ripped to shreds here. Oh, and there's more dogs. Because I think there were things we hadn't really factored in when thinking about getting a rescue. And this isn't to say that we're saying, oh, well, Cookie was better than Tala because of this. Tala's different because she's a rescue and she's come from a very different environment, and that's okay. I think it's just we've only had her just over 2 weeks, so we're still adjusting, and new situations and new things make us realise that or they remind us that she's come from a different environment and we don't know her. Here we go. This is it. This is more like it. I was really worried that it was just going to be that the whole way. Living there. Well, there's a lot of coastal erosion here. So living in a house like that, I mean, I'm sure it's beautiful. Looking out your window every day to look at this, how amazing. But I would be deeply concerned that at some point my house was going to go over the cliff, and there have been a lot of houses on the Norfolk coast that have done just that over the years. That's a golf course. It did say that we'll be walking alongside a golf course, so yeah, I think it would be good to do a video to talk about Tala, talk about getting a rescue, all the things we're sort of finding out about this process that I guess you can only really find out when you do it. You can prepare and read up, and I don't necessarily think we read up as much as we could have done, but you know what, at the same time, I think if we'd have read up too much, knowing me, I would have overthought it and I might have talked myself out of it. She's a lovely natured dog. Not really sure her views on other dogs. She gets a bit barky, nervous of other people, which you would expect. We just have to, I think, just persevere with bringing her out and introducing her to people and other dogs. Because I think if we don't do that, that's not good for her, and it limits us. We need to keep sort of testing out where the boundaries are with her, and then maybe things that we won't be able to do with Tala that perhaps we could do with Cookie. Not to say that Cookie was better, quote unquote, it's just that Cookie and Tala are different. Cookie was raised by us as a puppy, from a puppy, so we had a lot more control over her early environment and her learning. But we've made it. We've not been able to go down there, but actually that's not where we intended to go anyway. This is the path that we wanted to go along, and actually it's worked out because going down there wasn't within Tala's ability today. Maybe in the future it will be, maybe it won't, but we'll figure that out together. I don't know if this is going to pick up my sound. We're on our way back. I hope you can hear me on this camera mic because really annoyingly my wireless mic has gone missing. I recorded some audio earlier as we were walking this way, so that's all lost because the mic is lost. It gets saved on there. It's attached magnetically. I've got a pendant that it attaches magnetically to, and clearly I think what's happened is maybe I've moved the strap on my bag and it's dislodged the microphone, and I've only just realised as I was going to record this. And I know it's only a microphone. I know that. Logically, it's still annoying. It's an expensive mic, some relatively expensive mic. I'm just going to be honest, that's frustrating. It's frustrating because I've got recording on it, but the bonus is I have got another one because I got a pack of 2, but it's just annoying now that it's missing one. Anyway, we're on our way back. It was a bit of a tricky experience, I'll be honest. It was busy. I don't know why we didn't even think about how busy it would be. We got there around lunchtime, so people are queuing up to get food, and clearly, like, we wanted to get some food, so most places were just rammed. So instead of, we were thinking of getting some chips, which is what you do when you go by the sea, but we ended up going to a sandwich shop and getting a sandwich. That's fine, that's not a problem. I think we just didn't realise we didn't know how Tala would react, and I don't think we realised how nervous it would make her. So it's fine, it's just been a bit stressful, that bit, but we're back on the path, back to the car park. We've noticed really quickly when we got back on this path where it's quiet, Tala calmed very quickly, and I think I calmed very quickly as well. It's been a bit of a day, but that's life, isn't it? Hello, we're back home. We've been back a couple of hours now, and I've been reflecting a bit on today, which I think at the time with Tala and how stressed she was, I think I just felt like a bit of a failure really, that I wasn't able to help her de-stress and calm at that time. And to be honest, we were both, I think, unsure of what to do, especially when we got into the town, trying to move her away from the source of her stress, but then we ended up going into other places that were causing her stress. But actually, I think Tala did really well today to tolerate that. And I think it was a big learning curve for us in terms of, we didn't know. So now we know that places like that at the moment are tricky for her. There might be ways that we can introduce things like that a bit more gradually. And like I say, she did really well. She met a few dogs on the way, she met a few people. There was no problem. She was timid, she was a bit curious, but no issues. I think all of that contact hopefully is going to give her more confidence in the long run. And also we are going to be working with a dog trainer soon, so hopefully that will help us to know what we need to do. Then I lost my microphone, then I thought I'd lost all of the audio, and I know the audio hasn't been good on the cliff walk because of the wind, because this microphone, it's okay, but not in those conditions. So I apologise for that. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's something very different from what I'm used to doing. If you'd like to see more vlogs like this, then please let me know down in the comments. It's Bank Holiday Monday tomorrow, so neither of us are working. I'm not going to vlog tomorrow. I'm going to have the day off. We're just going to go out somewhere a bit quieter and enjoy that with Tala. So speak to you all again soon. Bye.